Howdo! Welcome to Cartoon Nightmare with me, Tenacious G. That's right, we've had a name change. I'm back, and it's about time. It's been a long time without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. But basically, yeah, I've been busy, been doing a bit of Twitch, got carried away on that a little bit, run out of time to do YouTube and stuff like that, especially with having a young lad. You know, obviously not me personally, my girlfriend did. So yeah, been tied up a little bit with parenthood, as it were. But we are back, and we're going to be using YouTube more for other games. I'm going to stick to Football Manager and things like that on Twitch. We're going to bring other games such as RimWorld and maybe one or two other games in the near future as well. So, for those who don't know, RimWorld is a story generation game where it's basically like a survival game. You get attacked by other humans, you get attacked by mechanoid guys, if you want to call it. I don't even know what you want to call them, but basically the aim of the game is to survive and eventually get off the planet. There's a few ways of doing it. You can either build your own ship, which is going to take a lot of research. There's an actual ship that lands somewhere randomly on the world. If you're lucky, it's quite close to you, but if not, you're going to make a hell of a long trip to get to it. So it might be that you're better off just researching shipbuilding first, because by the time you've researched that, you'll probably got to the ship. So yeah, it's about weighing up your options. And then finally, with the DLC, it's a royalty way of getting off, where you have to become, I think, is it a count or a countess? If you become one of them, then you can be invited to join the royal ship and get off the planet that way. So it's a bit of a long-term sort of game. We're going to be doing quite a lot on this save, and we are going to be playing as a fairly well-known character. We're going to go ahead with a new colony. We're going to be using the Rich Explorer, slightly modified. So it's quickly showing you it's going to be Cassandra Classic, Losing is Fun, and Commitment Mode. For those who give a crap, it's Criminal is the seed. We'll see what we get. Right, so this is the site we're going to be settling on. Basically, it's just somewhere dead centre, pretty much. So as mentioned in the series, we're going to be creating a character that resembles Johnny Bravo. I accidentally stumbled across this because of a certain hairstyle, and I thought, you know what, if I turn that yellow, that would like Johnny Bravo. So if you catch it in a second, I will bring you Johnny Bravo. Right, so here we are with Johnny Bravo, as you can see, with the resemblance. Big blonde hair, big black shirt. No sunglasses yet, but man, is he pretty. He's beautiful. He's not just pretty, he's beautiful. He's nimble, because it's hoo-ha-ha, as you know, he moves really quick. And because he's quite a big guy, you'd like to think he's tough, albeit, if you did watch the cartoons back in the day, it only took like a slap or something for him to go over. But in this playthrough, we're going to go a different way. He's in the future. He's got an architect eye. It's going to tie him well with his weapon that he's got, which is not a sniper rifle. It is, of course, a heavy SMG. Just something a bit more lightweight to carry around. And a bit of a practice run through with a charge rifle, which is the standard one that the Rich Explorer gets. And I don't know, it slows him down a little bit, I want to say. Starting with 300 silver, 30 gold, 30 survival meals as opposed to 40. 4 components, and 3 night steel, 300 wood, and like I said, the heavy SMG, as well as some medicine. So let's just get it on, shall we? Oh, in fact, actually, before we get any further, these are what I've done. I've adjusted some things, like he's not as good as at melee. I've added some passions for construction, boosted it up to 2, mining at 3, cooking at 4 with a minor passion, plants at 4 with a burning passion. You need to have your starting guy to be, you know, somewhat alright. I did use a points limiter, so therefore with the points that we've got, I managed to get someone half decent. I only added in tough. Beautiful Nimble was already there. So let's get cracking, shall we? Right, so the neuro simulations, holo games, and free orgies were never enough for you. You wanted more. The grit and consequence of real life, like they talk about in the history books. You wanted to know what real challenge and consequence feel like. Now, after a journey of decades in cryptosleep, you'll enter this unknown rim world. Real consequences await you. So, obvious place looks like this. There's lots of fertile land there. Not like ridiculously fertile, because we are in the desert after all. But yeah, this is going to be the area we're going to be setting up our farms and whatever. We've got plenty of steel nearby as well. We've got some starting steel, which should help us get set up in terms of like a perimeter around this farming area. We're going to start off with that, and join us in a few seconds when it's all set up. Right, so here we go with the basic buildings. We haven't quite finished it here, just about ready to be done. But yeah, we've got his farming area here. He's meant to be removing this roof at some point. We will be setting up a zone as we speak. It's literally going to be half and a half. I don't know why I said that so weirdly, but half and a half. Rice and potatoes, I think. So potatoes on that side. We're going to go rice on that side. We are going to expand it as well. There we go. And yeah, that should see us right with food for beyond the time when all the survival package meals disappear. Here's Johnny moving over to the rice plants. Look at his hair. It's majestic. So at this stage you might be thinking, why have I gone for Johnny Bravo? Well, when we get another colonist, we're going to get asked to rename the colony. It's going to be Cartoon Network, essentially. So what I'm going to want from you guys is to throw us the names of any like characters or programs that you used to watch from Commander Conquer, from Cartoon Network. And yeah, we'll look to implement them as many as possible and try and get as many off the RimWorld, as it were. I think we're going to try and aim to build his own ship. It's going to be a tough ask. We are on commitment mode, so if we do die, that's it. It's game over. So it could be a short one, it could be a long one. We'll have to wait and see. So we're just going to mine out some steel here because I'm going to look to build a windmill. So wind turbine, sorry, just so then I can get some power in here. I'm looking to like get the bedroom set up. Rain is not ideal, but it is what it is. Right, so I've just drawn up some plans. Basically, what you're looking at here is long term. It's going to be like a kitchen up here. That's going to be the fridge. We're going to have a prison here eventually. So you've got a cell, poker table, pool table. That is going to be maybe pushed a little bit further forward. It's going to be a nutrient paste dispenser. So therefore, they're going to be self-sufficient in that regard. That's going to be a double airlock door. So that is the plan with that. Something I've had a bit of success with before in terms of getting the resistance down. So looking forward to that. These two, like, if we want to call that a square there, and this square here, it's going to be an extension of the farm. Obviously, there's this area here we're going to have to do something about. Might have to just put something else in there. Not entirely sure as to what yet. Obviously, the power's going to be down here. I will probably wall these in at some point as well. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a door here. And it's going to be like bedrooms in here. I'll have to mine some of this away. So probably have a third bedroom there. And then that's like the early like preparation. We are going to get a bit of a workshop somewhere. I haven't decided as to where that will be just yet. But it's very early days. We've got one colonist. Catch us in a bit when I get some more done. So Johnny's going to go ahead and mine some more steel. Then we should be able to finally build this windmill here. I'm going to probably build 2 in total because I'm going to leave a gap in between them as well, because we've got these 4 components early doors, and that's why I purposely got them. Just give us a little bit of a boost early on, because obviously we're starting off with a reasonable amount of like wealth, so we don't want to be like shafting his cells too early, if you know what I mean. Right, so Johnny is just about ready to build one of them anyway. Let's get this sorted. We've got a visitor. We've got some money. I'll have to wait and see. For some reason, he's decided not to build the windmills. So nice one. But saying that, you know, I might as well get them both built at the same time. Get plenty of steel. There's lots to go around. Go ahead and speak to this guy. We could sell some medicine if we really want to, but nah, I don't think it's in his best interest. So let's just get back to mining. I've just realised that it needs to be level 4 for construction. So that gives us a reason to start this works over here. So let's allow it. And we'll allow that as well. Let's get it built. It should just take us above the threshold. It's a loady time for Johnny. He longs for some female companionship. Hopefully we can sort that out soon. No one to flex his muscles to. We've got a mad iguana. It's on like Donkey Kong. Let's do this. How fast are you? You don't look like quick. 2.13. Why is that? They got scratch scars. Well, this should be a piece of cake. What's your range on this? Not the best actually, but I think it's fast firing. One shot kill. Nice. Pretty much. We'll finish it off. Do we need to finish it off? We haven't got a butcher table or anything set yet. I think I'm going to get him to work on that now, actually. We've got the wood, so I might as well use it. So what I will do in preparation is build a wall up here. And across here. And down. Oh, I just wasted the... Oh, no. Devastated. So we need another one of these. Just built the wrong one, really. Never mind. We'll have another go. We'll mine that first, Johnny. I'm still without power, so I'll come back to you when I've got power, or if anything else happens just before. So we just found some cargo pods, and it's a load of food, which is very handy. Thank you very much, Cassandra. So inevitably, this is going to be an ancient danger. You can tell by the structure. There it is. Don't be concerned, anyone new to the game. That's like a danger sign or danger noise. But it won't be any danger until we open it. So yeah, we don't have to worry about that just yet. It's now summer, which this is where we need to get a load of crops in place. Because if we don't, we could leave ourselves short during the winter and fall, to be fair. We need to get some crops done as soon as possible. So that's why I'm getting all the steel first, so I can progress all this so we can get as much harvested as possible. I'm going to go over this way, I think, next, because that's where the biggest area is required in terms of, you know, as walls and stuff, as farming land. Up until this point, I hadn't really set a schedule. I'm going to change that now, just so I get a bit more normality, I guess. I always put a couple of bits of recreation at either end, and I do a little bit of, in fact, a little bit of meditating right at the very end if it needs it. And yeah, we'll do that. Get the work across there. It's not a lot of hours to work, but it's just like a case of just so they don't break as easy in the early game anyway. We have a raid. They're attacking immediately. What are we looking at? Looking at some knife girl. Knife boy even. He's a boy. Apparently 42-year-old man. Looking like a... Well, I mean, you make your own assumptions. He's got a ponytail, pretty much. But yeah, what's he looking like? Is he handy with a knife? His RimWorld is decent with a knife, actually. We don't want to let him get too close to us. Got a chemical interest. I mean, looking potentially to recruit. Is he going to be worth it? He's alright at plants. And he's good at shooting. He'd be a good hunter / grower. But he's got a chemical interest, which is a bit of a pain in the dick. So I'm probably going to be reluctant to take him on, should it come to it. But let's just see if we can finish off mining this steel. And then kick his ass. So let's go. Where are you going, pal? Right, okay, so... Can we outrun him is the question. We have to hit the first shots. We've got the same speed. So just come over here. Oh, bitch. There we go. We hit him now. Oh, that's good shooting, that, pal. Yes, back off, back off. Back up, back up. Tell me what you're going to do now. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. What? So we can save him if we want to. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to heal him. I'm going to stabilize him rather. If he gets up, he gets up, but more for the medical like practice, if you like. So as he heals him up, his level will increase. I think he might even hit level 5. There we go. If he decides to get up, he decides to get up. But generally speaking, he'll walk off. You're going to have a big spliff and go to bed. Fantastic. So this sort of stuff is really bad, like ambrosia addiction. Ambrosia's not exactly easy to come by. He's got some on him. Smoke leaf is alright for mood boosts, but he doesn't really want it all the time. So I'm going to set some things and I'll show you what I've done straight after. Right, so this is the setup I've gone for. Just drug policy 5. In fact, I'm just going to say, I'm going to call it tea leaf beer because there's going to be tea, there's going to be smoke leaf, and there's going to be beer. So things are looking good at the moment. You know, just need to get this all finished off, get the power underway. I want to get this built up here. Get the chef's jobby open. I did miss the boat on that iguana. It's not the end of the world. But, you know, we have to make sure we don't make the same mistake. Because food, as we get a psychic soothe, food is not going to be that easy to come by within certain months. And we need to be careful. If we are going to get another colonist, they're going to have to be really, really, really exceptional. Oh, for God's sake, Johnny. What are you doing? What are you doing to me, mate? What are you doing? 3rd time's a charm? He has ascended. Right, so we've still got plenty of food. Obviously, we found all those meals that came down via the drop pods, which is I was very thankful for. Does mean that we've got more chance of surviving. But realistically, I want to be getting all this built up as soon as possible. I'm just going to keep making, well, putting down the wall templates down. Just so that I can have everything planned. I'm going to have a cooler in here, I think. I think 1 cooler should be enough. And again, I can put a few in here because this is all going to be going towards outdoors where I'm going to have like all the farmland in the middle. So basically then it's all protected from any attacks. That's the idea for me. Centralise all the farms. They've always got food. They're not going to come and set fire to it all. It's not going to spread. So if that does happen, the only thing you've got to worry about is mortars with the incendiary shells. But other than that, it should be okay. Eventually I will probably spread it out so then, you know, we have all this as farmland. But it's early days at the minute. Right, so we've run out of steel again, so we are quite finishing the kitchen area, as it were. So we're going to look to mine some more steel, which is quite close by again, and get it sorted, because, come on, Johnny, we need to sort you out. We need to get you self-sufficient here. I'm currently fluctuating between construct and mine for more importance, just in terms of what we need at the time. Obviously, we're doing quite well in terms of the growth situation in here. Once this is built and I build this wall, I'm going to take this down and expand the farmland over there. But I think I'll probably delay on the actual farming until we get his kitchen up and running, like get his coolers and what have you, because that's one thing we are going to need to get as soon as possible. Because it is going to be warm at times. It's also going to be so it's also going to be cold at times as well. So we need to make sure that, you know, we're on the ball. I'm going to mine that out as well. Psychic Soothe is passing now, so you can see the blue bar. So I've got a handful of mods on. If you do need to see them, just let us know, and I'll mention which ones they are. Well, the question is, are we going to have enough time for another load of rice? We might just have enough time for the potatoes. I'm going to not sow it afterwards, because as soon as it gets to 1st of September, then that's when we can't grow anymore. I mean, if things are already in the ground, then you're usually fine. Right, so Johnny's up for another day. He's going to try and plant some more rice. Hopefully, we can, like I said, we get another harvest. But I'm not holding my breath. We'll have to wait and see. Depends if we get a cold snap or not, I guess. But he does need to get his farming plants attribute up. It's only at 5 at the minute, which is alright. It means he can get strawberries, but ideally we need to get to 8 as soon as possible so we can make his own medicine. So I'm just switching out the constructor mine so then he can crack on with this wall and the door. We've got plenty of steel nearby as well. We just need to get it all built, and then we can get the cooking done. Right, so in the morning I've just switched over the mine and construct priorities. It's going to go and mine a bit more steel, and then should have enough just to finish off this wall here, finish off this door in here, and I think as soon as I get the stove up and running, then I think that's when I'll call it a video there. But we'll get to that, make sure that's all done, make sure there's nothing else happens in between, and yeah, I'll catch you shortly. Right, so it appears we've been raided by the Pact of Vedor. And it's a fire keep. It's called Galga. Or is it a she? It's a she's called Galga. And looking at her, sanguine. She's a nudist, bisandrist. Not a bad colorist, but nudist is going to be a bit of a problem. So bisandrist isn't great neither. So we're going to tell her to get stuff by means of bullets. So come on, Johnny. It's time to we're kind of like Duke Nukem a little bit as well. Time to kick ass and chew bubblegum, I guess. So I do need another door up here, I believe. But where, I'm not sure. Right, okay, so they are going to wait for a bit, so I'll try and get everything built until that point. Wait till he comes and attacks us. We're running a little bit low on the old steel department again. Just need to get the power lines in, get it up here, and they're on the way. So, not quite sorted, but let's just get to it, shall we? Let's try and lure them over here. Got hits. Back off. Galga. He's catching us. Really? 4.24. 4.6. How are you catching me? It appears like you were... It seemed like you were catching us there. I think we're slowly moving away. Get a shot on it. Yes, nice. Right, run away. Run away! Is that your leg? Once you get a shot on the leg, then you're onto a winner. That's the plan anyway. So I'm relying on the architect eye to be more accurate, as he completely negates what I've just said there. Wasn't too much of a challenge, and John is loving it. He's loving life. Well, he will do when he decides he's going to build these. So let's get him on it as soon as he finishes throwing hoops at the damaged horseshoe pin. A bright start for Cartoon Network's very own Johnny Bravo. Oh man, I'm pretty. Mate, could you do this, please? Thank you. No, I don't think you heard me. Can you do this, please? Thank you. Finally, it's on. So next episode, what we're probably going to try and do is get a research bench put up somewhere. I might even wang it near for now, just so we've got like an area where we can actually do some research. And if it comes to it, where there's like a temperature situation, I can sort out the temperature and just put a vent in between the two, so they can just go in and out, never be in danger with regards to frostbite or heat stroke. And that's what's going to be. I think that's how we're going to approach the next episode, obviously while fending off any attacks. But I'd say we've got quite a lot done. We've got both the butcher table and the cooking stove, electric one as well, all connected up to the wind turbines. So we should be good going forward regarding cooking. We're halfway through summer, which when it gets to fall, we can't grow anything else. The potato plants are getting there. I think we should just about get them sorted. Obviously got another rice. I reckon we'll get another rice harvest as well. After that, where it could be an issue. That's when we might have to turn to the wildlife. But there's not much in here. There's only boomalopes, and there's not that many. There's only 3 of them. So it's few and far between in terms of the food sources. We've got to make our own. Obviously, we've got all these, which will help us. I would argue in the first winter, we probably should be just about all right because of these extra packaged meals that we got in. But if we're relying on the food that we got otherwise, I think we might have been struggling. But yeah, I might look well, I'll sort out a fridge as well. I'm going to try and research batteries so we can definitely do that without any danger of everything just getting destroyed in terms of withering away. So with that, hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, why not press that like button? If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. And if you want to keep up to date, press the notification bell. What I'm going to look to do is try and get 2 videos out a week, just to start off with. Get us back into swing things, because I'm still going to be doing Twitch as well. So obviously, time constraints and having to do the old, editing side of things as well. So hopefully you understand, and we'll take it from here, I guess, and see how we get on. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.